Hello everyone, Silent here. Welcome back to another episode of Silent Survival. It is episode 73, and today we're going to be properly finishing up the base, or at least trying our best, meaning that it is going to be a bits and bobs episode. I wanted to do this last episode, but we kind of just got sidetracked talking about the end of console edition and building an auto brewer, which was good. That was a good conversation. Thank you guys for leaving some comments about that. Let me know your thoughts about the end of console edition. And the brewer, it's just a good project. So since then, I've gone AFK overnight yet again at our lovely little witch farm. And we've gotten a lot more drops from this thing. We need to take all of these back to the base. But that's not going to happen right now, because that's actually quite a lot of materials. I might grab these ones because I can, but otherwise I don't have the shulker boxes required for this. Maybe I'll grab this little pile of junk. Maybe I'll grab some of the redstone because I'm greedy. But other than that, we're going to head back to the base and basically just get right into it. So, as always, if you guys are enjoying the series and want to see more episodes and just help out the channel, then make sure to leave a like on the video because it does do all the good things on the YouTube algorithms. And maybe also subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see future videos. Anyway, shameless promotion out of the way. We're gonna head back to the base, and I actually just remembered that we gotta make this witch farm tunnel. We haven't done a single thing to this tunnel besides mine it out. I have no idea how we're gonna decorate it, and that is definitely gonna be a project for a future episode. It's a very long tunnel. Anyway, let's get back to base. So I'm kind of torn in between what projects we should do first. I know that we need to repair all of our gear and also rename some things from some people rename some things after some people from the comment section. There we go, words are hard. So recently this world actually got deleted and set us back 5 days to the recent copy, and all the repairing of my tools and the renaming that we did for items got undone, which is terrible. That was like 2 hours of grinding it to get that done. So I gotta redo that at some point in this episode, but I don't think I'm gonna worry about that right now. So I think the first little project is gonna be actually upgrading our potion brewer back here, because if you guys saw the last episode, like further towards the end, then you'll know that this thing is only a 14 slice system, but there are 15 ingredients. So we switched out the bunny foot that was over here for a dragon's breath. Since then, I've also gotten a lot more dragon's breath. So I'm going to see if I can upgrade the system to be a 15 slice. I was wrong in the last episode. We do actually have room back here in this wall to expand it one more. But not much room past that, so I'll see if I can get this done. I might have to do a little bit of shenanigans with the redstone, but hopefully it isn't going to affect anything whatsoever. So I've done some thinking and some thonking, and I have figured out that yes, it is technically possible, but there is one slight problem, which shouldn't really be a problem, honestly. So what we're using over here is just a very simple pulse extender. So this is going to have a signal strength of 15, and this is about to get really technical for like 10 seconds, so bear with me. So 15, and 15, 14, 13, 13 here as well, and then it's going to 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So right here's like the final area that you can have redstone before. It never gets powered from anything, which is fine. However, if we do extend that, then the end slice would never get powered, but that's not actually going to be a problem, because what that is doing is that is locking and unlocking all of those hoppers in a line, so from the left side over to the right side, as the pulse decays over time. So that's releasing items to go into those hoppers to go into your brewers. So by that kind of logic, it should be perfectly fine if this slice right here never gets powered, because we're never going to be, putting in any of these items or these two items into the same potion. So I think it'll be perfectly fine. Other than that, we do need to modify one very small component back at the backside over here for the safety mechanism that he has in place for automatically turning off the potion brewer if you run out of any ingredients, which is basically going to require us to bring this block one this way. So if any of that made sense to you, then bravo, because I know I can really butcher words and butcher explanations. And if it didn't make sense to you, don't worry about it. It's redstone, and we're just going to expand this by one slot. So let me get her done. Alright, so the extra slice of Tango Tech's automatic brewing system is now in place. It is this one right here, so I just moved everything one down. So now we have Dragon's Breath and the Bunny Feet, which is very nice. I had to do a lot of redstone shenanigans to actually get this to properly function, but as far as I am aware, I believe everything is functional now. So we can go ahead and just reprime the system, put another wart in there, make sure that's got 19 blocks in it, make sure nothing got down over to here, and I'll show you guys what the additional problem was that I was kind of struggling with. So, because the system is designed for 14 slices, he had a redstone torch right underneath this block right here, which meant that if you add on an extra slice, this redstone dust right here never gets powered, meaning you never get nether wart, and this torch never gets unpowered, meaning that all of the lights are always on and all of the hoppers are always powered, meaning that they don't transfer items. So I had to do some redstone shenanigans, and I tried quite a few different things, but ultimately I just went for the spaghetti style way, and that is adding in a whole bunch of extra torches, adding a repeater right there, and a torch right there, and then just kind of wrapping this redstone dust up and around. It's really all you could do without locking this hopper right here. This hopper right here was the problem for basically everything, and the only way to get around that is to put a repeater right here. So that is what I did. Hopefully this works out perfectly fine. I don't believe any of the other redstone is going to be messing with it. Who knows? Maybe it will. I don't really know. I just hope that this all functions perfectly fine. Kind of took me like 45 minutes to do this, actually. I wasn't really intending on that or anticipating that even. I thought it would be super simple, but alas, nothing is super simple in this game. So we're going to do our first little potion brew. So we're going to do a magma cream and also a redstone dust for a fire resistance. Nether wart is always on, and we can just flick the lever, hope that everything is proper and good to go, and we should see maybe these lights turn on. Yeah, no, maybe it looks like we got our first little batch of ingredients. So we got another wart brewing up, and then we also got the magma cream in here, just waiting for these lights. There we go. So there is the second batch of ingredients, and that should be going into this one right here. Very fine. Nether wart, magma cream, and then the other potion ingredients are up above that. Alrighty, cool. Whew, thank God. If the timings of this thing were messed up somehow, then I don't even know how I would go about fixing that. I just know that I would be having a mega lol facepalm moment. So thankfully, it would appear that everything is working just fine. So just as a little bit of context, I've never actually built an auto brewer before or designed one. I'm not entirely sure how they work. So, you know, modifying one and changing up the redstone, it's a little bit nerve-wracking for me, just saying. But now with the next project of today's episode is going to be, and this is actually going to be kind of a long-running one while we do some other projects around the base, and that is going to be getting a full double chest of all of the different potion types, which we can definitely do because we have all of the ingredients, you know, pufferfishes and blah, 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 all the way going down the line. Now, we're not going to be doing every variation of every potion because, you know, there's splash potions, there's lingering potions, there's just the straight up drinking potions like these ones. So we're just going to do like the most commonly used ones. So probably no lingering, although we might do one. Lingering is just kind of a fun potion. So, like, poison potions we would obviously do in Splash, weakness we would do in Splash, healing probably do in Splash Potion as well, and for the rest of them probably just do that in a basic way. Now, I have a pretty good idea for how to make this system automatically shut off once it's brewed a double chest of potions, but I'm not entirely sure if it'll function. If comparators work how I think they work, then it should be just fine. Aha! So comparators do work how I think they do. So basically what we have right here is a comparator reading this double chest and another comparator with signal strength of 15, and whenever this double chest is completely full is when it will send out a signal. So if this has any less than, you know, 54 potions in it, it's not going to give out a signal, which is exactly what we want. So basically, I'm going to hook this up into kind of the brain of redstone back there, and I literally do not think that there's an actual way for me to get back there, unless I do the cheeky seizure warning kind of style elytra jumping underneath a block, which I apparently can't do. There we go. Yeah, so let me get a little bit of a redstone line in. It shouldn't be too complex, but hopefully it is about as basic as I think it is. And then the system will automatically brew a full double chest of potions and then shut itself off, which is honestly pretty convenient. All right, so yeah, it really was as simple as just running a redstone line down into this little section right here, which will turn off the entire system. So super duper easy if you want to set this up for your system, if you're building the same design or anything like that. Honestly, not too difficult. Way, way easier than adding an extra slice to this. But now we have an awesome auto brewer, and this thing is actually really fast as well. Like, we already have nearly a double chest of fire resistance potions, so this is going to be a pretty smooth rolling project. So I'll just kind of brew these up over time throughout this episode, and maybe the next one as well, depending on how long it takes. And then we'll probably just do a couple progress updates on that. But one thing I do want to do on camera with you guys, because this is exciting, I want to remove the stupid, janky little potion brewing setup that we have right here. We've been using this for like 15, 20, 25 episodes. It is super duper janky. I am not a fan of it, and it just needs to get gone. So there we go. That felt really good. We can remove those things, get rid of these stupid things as well. And dang it. Ooh. That looks like it went down further. Okay, so it's a little cave system. Doesn't really matter if I can get out of here. I'll probably actually put these brewing stands inside of the brewing room, because sometimes you just need to do like one little brew, like churning a 3-minute fire res into an 8-minute or whatever. So nothing too big. Maybe just tuck these away over here in like the corner or something. Probably something a little bit better looking than that, but yeah. That's about where they're gonna go. That's about my level of caring for those potion brewers. So this thing has actually been cranking out the potions. As you can see, we already have almost a double chest of speed 2 potions, which is pretty awesome. So that is just gonna keep cranking out the potions, and I'll just keep coming back here, brewing up another set of different kinds of potions, and we will have a double chest of all the different potion types in no time at all. But now the next little project that I've been really slacking on actually is gonna be filling in all the people in the Hall of Heroes, for where we kind of immortalize all of our Twitch subscribers and also patrons, put their names on some signs, and maybe get an armor stand as well. Although we can't really do that anymore because we hit our armor stand cap anyway. Yeah, I just need to put quite a few people in here. Again, thank you to every single one of these people that are inside this hall, because you guys really do help out myself and the channel quite a bit. So thank you very much for your contributions. So I just need to go find all the names, put them on some signs, and this place is actually getting rather full. So that button's going to be in the way, isn't it? Well, rip. I have to rewire some redstone. That's not going to be too big of a deal, though. So I think everyone has been added. We have a lot more people on this side over here, along with a lot more people on this side over here as well, and a few more patrons up top as well. So again, thank you all very, very much for the support on the series and the channel and just everything in general. You guys are amazing, and I love you. Mwah. But that is gonna do it for the little bit of addition to the Hall of Heroes. I guess we can check on the potion brewer as well, because I have done a couple double chests. We got fire resistance, swiftness 2, night vision, water breathing, and we're currently working on getting strength 2 going. And as you can see, this thing is pumping out the potions. It is lovely. I like it. Anyway, so up here at our 32 furnace super smelting array, which is looking pretty dark, we are going to upgrade this thing just a little bit, because we've actually switched over to using sticks as our main fuel source, because we have like, 4 or 5 double chests of those things. So before we were using lava buckets in this, which is, pretty half decent. Why are there nether bricks in here? That's not a good thing. It would appear that I've probably broken this a little bit. So like there's still a lot of lava in here, which is very good, but what we're going to be doing is actually ripping out all of these rails on the lower half and just putting hoppers going all the way around. And that is because we have so many sticks that we can basically just fill up the first hopper and then have it move over to the second one, and then start words are hard, and then start filling up the third hopper and then the fourth one, and so on and so forth, all the way around this thing. So a pretty easy and simple little upgrade that we're gonna make. So the main reason why I want to switch it to this way is because The hopper minecart goes around, it empties after like, 8 or 10 goes, and then it needs to sit here for like 15 minutes or however long to fill completely back up with sticks, which is just not gonna be a thing that I can afford to do because time is money, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just gonna switch this out and then we'll have a little bit better of a system. Alright, so the super smelter is now completely upgraded. It has all the hoppers in place. It's got some droppers on top of said hoppers to hopefully reduce a little bit of lag. Really not too much to look at, not too big of a project whatsoever, but that is going to help us out with our super smelting needs because we kind of smelt a lot of things actually. We've already used about 5 double chests of sticks and we have another 4 double chests over at the witch farm that we need to go grab someday. So yeah, as you can see, we've already run through quite a few. So that thing's just gonna slowly but surely fill up all of these furnaces and all the hoppers behind them as well, which is gonna mean that we have a pretty decent backlog of sticks to smelt with. Very fine indeed. Alrighty, so now the next tiny little project is going to be moving this villager guy right here into this cell. I'm not sure how long this guy's been sitting here, but he's been bothering me because he's not re-rolled yet, and he's just kind of sitting here in a minecart. So yeah, I need to probably re-roll him soon as well because there are a couple of enchantment books that we are missing. I think Fire Protection 4, and then probably like Smite 5. Oh no, we do have Smite 5, but it's for 53 emeralds. Yeah, so we need to get a Smite 5 book. Maybe, ooh, I'm not really sure what else we need. I could probably go through all these enchantments and find something, but anything will be good, honestly. I just want to make sure that he has a nice little home. So I basically just need to like nudge him over there. It was a dark and stormy night, and the evil Dirtman cave dweller was messing around with witchcraft brewing potions. Anyway, we have brewed many potions by now. As you can see, we have, we got healing and regeneration, and I think that one's gonna be for poison. We got water breathing, night vision, swiftness 2, fire resistance, strength 2, and kind of a little bit of invisibility. So this thing has just been pumping away, doing the poison potions of level 2 for 16 seconds. And one thing I learned the hard way is you gotta make sure you turn off this thing before you start taking potions out. Otherwise, it's gonna do more rounds. So, we kind of have an extra, like an extra 20 water breathing potions, which I'm probably not going to use. I'm most likely not going to use a double chest of any of these potions, but I mean, yeah, a double chest and a half of water breathing, it most likely ain't gonna happen. Anyway, I should probably put my clothes back on, shouldn't I? Because that would be a good thing. Anyway, as you heard, it is thundering again because it likes to thunder right when I am in the middle of doing projects and I cannot go over to the charge creeper farm. And this happened last episode as well, so apparently the charge creepers be calling. Anyway, just a few more of these stupid little things. Also, I put in some water bottles right here because if you don't do that, this system will actually overbrew about 6 to 12 potions per batch. So if you put in just an extra 8 water bottles right here, then you will get approximately a double chest. It kind of depends on how long your potion takes to brew. So the next tiny, minuscule little project that we're going to do is one that's been bothering me for a hot minute, basically since we finished decorating the lower part of the base, and that is the little bit of the transition right here from the stairs going into this area. So because I did this room lopsided and I didn't make it even, this side over here doesn't actually have a transition. It just kind of goes direct down. But this side over here has an extra 3 blocks. So yeah, we need to figure out a little bit something for this. Maybe I'll bring the trees back and like push them into here because that's something that we haven't really done with any of this. It's just kind of a flat wall. So if we push this inwards, that might look kind of cool. And I literally just came up with that right now. I was kind of thinking about doing something different, but that sounds like a much better idea. So I think this little entrance thing is actually looking pretty half decent. We can remove a couple more leaves, give this thing a little bit more shape. and that should just about do it. Maybe this one as well. No, never mind. I'll just put that one there. So you can see that I kind of went for mixing the modern and the ruined style, because this lower area down here is modern. We'll talk about that in a second, but it's looking kind of half decent, There's a pretty harsh transition line, but you can't do too much about that. You can see I switched out some of the stone blocks for more ruined variants of them, like cracked stone, cobblestone, stuff like that. The ceiling is quite ruined as well. It's looking pretty half decent. I guess one thing we could do real quick is get ourselves a little bit of bone meal and maybe put an extra piece of grass. Maybe just a little bit, something like that. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. And yeah, so about this lower base, I originally just wanted to kind of break away from the ruin style building palette and just make something a little bit more modern and clean. And this is kind of what we come up with. If you haven't seen, this is where we have all of our farms and things: cactus farm, melon and pumpkin farm, sugarcane farms, and then also our massive slime / netherwart farm. The slime part is unintended. But that's pretty much it. So you can see there's a couple areas down here that we need to decorate, which we won't be getting to today. This little entrance right here, and then the hallway, and then also the little, well, it's not really little, it's kind of a giant wall. This area right here is looking pretty bad. The reason why we didn't do this is because I wanted to get some crop farms down there, like, you know, potato, carrot, wheat, beetroot, and bread farm, all the things that you can farm with crop farms, but I haven't been able to get a single crop farm to work on console edition. So if you guys are on console edition, or you just know of a farm that works on console edition, then let me know down in the comments, because I definitely want to build something like that in this base that would kind of finish off the farming area. Okay, so now I'm actually getting a little bit sidetracked, but I decided to rename all of these things what they do. So we got like lingering potion, splash potion, potency plus, duration plus, invert your thing, leaping, water breathing, night vision, strength, regen, poison, speed, fire resistance, and healing. And that is because I am not a smart person, and I like ease of use and just having things be like given to me, I guess. So yeah, this is actually going to help me out quite a bit, because otherwise I'm just going back and forth in between my little brewing chart, and not really a fun thing. Anyway, what is the next potion that we actually need to brew? I think the next potion is going to be poison, or no, we already did poison, so it's probably going to be slowness, so that's going to be sugar. And then, yeah, we already got spider eyes. Cool, so I can just make that keep going. It's already apparently going. Alrighty. Don't remember flicking the lever. Alrighty. Anyway, that wasn't really my intended project. That's just like a little sidetrack thing. So the next thing we're actually going to do is move the beacons that we have around the base. So at all of the iron farms / temples that we have out here on the surface, we actually have a beacon going through them, which is probably the most obvious part of all of these. You see we got 4 of these beacons, but all of these are like right underneath the iron farm, so they don't supply haste 2 to the lower part of our base, and some parts of the middle base even, so we gotta lower all of the 4 beacons down to bedrock. Now this basically is going to be entirely off camera, because it's literally just mining out and moving beacons, which is never fun. So I guess I'm just going to get it done, and then we will have some more potion or more beacon effects around the base. So it's now about an hour and a half later. Those beacons took a little bit more time than I thought they would, because 2 of them, I think it was the air temple and the water temple, had lava lakes down at the bedrock level. So I had to mine out all the obsidian and drop some blocks and get some fire resistance and blah, 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 blah. It was annoying and grindy, and yeah, not really worth it, but hey, now that is done, I never have to think about it again, and we have a maximum range from our beacons. So all of the base should now be fully drenched in beacon effects, which is always very, very nice. It was really just kind of annoying to be in that corner of the base and not have any haste 2. I'm spoiled, okay? If I don't have haste 2 and efficiency 5, I just don't even want to mine whatsoever. Also managed to get myself 9 diamonds from that little excursion, so we can add that to the stash of diamonds that we will never use. And yeah, didn't quite get done everything that I wanted to get done in this episode. Wanted to do a couple more things, but that is just fine. We can get that done next episode. I think all the enchanting grind I'll probably just get done in between episodes because you guys know what to expect with enchanting. You kill some things, you get some books, you enchant the books, and you put it on the things, and boom, you're done. Takes forever though. I wish it was that quick. Anyway, if this episode is a little bit shorter, then that kind of is to be expected, as probably about the next 5 or 6 episodes are going to be 15 to 18 minutes long, and that's just going to be kind of how it is for the time being because of an announcement that I will be making in a couple of days, so you guys have that to look forward to. I'll probably also be announcing it again in the next episode, so keep your eyes open for that. And yeah, thank you guys very, very much for watching. I do really appreciate it. Hopefully you did enjoy the episode. Leave a like on the video, maybe subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below because I love reading comments. Comments are awesome, so thank you guys for leaving those. And yeah, I'll see you down in the comment section and in the next video. Again, thank you so much for watching. And then there was silence.